Mihaela, Ghidiu, your voice speaks before you do.
Thank you very much, Tatiana. It's a gray winter morning. I stand in line at the pharmacy and I actually feel very bad. I cough. My eyes are watering, my head is pounding. And my turn comes. I lean in towards the counter and ask a question. Hi, can I speak to the pharmacist, please? But behind the counter, a sharp voice answers. Yes, what do you need? In that moment, my body tenses. I knew I shouldn't trust that person. In a week's time, same circumstance. I sit at the same pharmacy, I ask the same question, but this time, a warm, welcoming voice answers. Yes, of course. How can I help? And this time, I knew I should trust this person. Same answer, but two different emotions triggered inside my body. Well, dear friends, the true answer to this is before we trust someone's words, we choose whether we trust or we don't trust their voice. And I'm going to tell you how. Did you know that researchers have found that it takes only half a second, that's as fast as a blink, to understand if someone is trustworthy or not? So before we understand what they are saying to us, our body already has got the answer to the question, do I feel safe next to this person or I don't? And this is not a new theory. Back in time, when our ancestors have met someone new, they listened to their voices. If it was a low, calm voice, that meant a friend. If it was like a high, tense voice, that could have meant danger. And this, my friends, is following us everywhere, wherever we go, with whoever we speak. And the good news is that you don't have to be born with a great voice to be able to sound confident. You can use the free tools we have all been gifted with to ensure that you sound more confident. These free tools are pitch, tone, and pauses. And I'll walk you through all of these three individually. Let's start with the pitch. Pitch is how low, high your voice sounds. Is the musical tone you sit on while speaking. And research has found that both men and women that adopt a low, steady, grounded pitch, they sound more confident and comfortable with what they're saying. And this is in regards to the relaxation that they have while speaking and the calmness in their voice. That it's very, it is transmitted to everyone else, like a disease. A calm disease.
A good one.
That spreads in the room. And to give you a real world example, imagine you are sitting on a plane, right? You are in the plane with me?
Fasten your belt.
Yeah, and you've hit a turbulence. Now the captain comes to the microphone and announces with a sharp, high tone, ladies and gentlemen, please be reassured that this plane is absolutely alright and we are safe. I'm not sure you feel safe. You don't feel safe, right?
I'm scared.
Yeah, you're scared. And most of the time, probably you'd want to grab your phone and text your family goodbye.
Oh my god. Oh, my creditor. Bye.
Yeah. Now imagine the same scenario, but this time the captain comes with a calm, steady voice, crowded pitch, and says, ladies and gentlemen, we've just hit a turbulence, but I've slowed us down and we'll be free very shortly. Same message, but said with two different pitches means two different things. In the first instance, you may want to grab your oxygen mask and say goodbye. In the second instance, you just want to enjoy the rest of your flight and sip the rest of your coffee. Tool number 2 is tone. Tone is how do you want the audience to feel after they receive your message? And was conducted to hundreds of people. They listened same sentence, but the sentence who was communicated in 3 different tones: a cold tone, a warm tone, and a neutral tone. And guess what? The sentence communicated with a warm tone, with a nice tone, was perceived as more credible, and it was much more persuasive. Whereas the sentence said in the cold, bad tone, full of madness, that one triggered distrust instantly. And now let's play a game. Imagine I'm your manager, and I come to you with an invitation to discuss. In the first instance, I say a small sentence, repeated in 2 different versions. I say it friendly. Hi, we need to talk.
It's still bad.
I'll try again. Hi, we need to talk.
Okay.
And the second time, I come and my tone is full of madness and angriness, and I say, hi, we need to talk. Same question, but our brains are wired in a way to anticipate things based on how they were said. In the first instance, you thought something nice is coming, we'll enjoy a coffee together. In the second instance, you thought that you may need to grab your stuff and quit your job as soon as possible. So, next time you enter a high-stakes meeting, make sure to answer to yourself, how do I want my audience or my partner of conversation to feel before saying what you say and embracing the right tone. The third tool is pause. And please don't take pauses as mistakes. Pauses are great occasions when we leave our words to breathe and also the audience to sink in with what you're saying. A great example of how a good pause was used was in 2007 when Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, announced the launch of first iPhone. So he said a simple sentence where he baked 2 pauses in. He said, today, pause. He hooked the audience in. Then he continued, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. Pause. He left the audience to anticipate what's coming next. He triggered in their brains a lot of questions about how would this new iPhone look like. So 2 pauses, but great. Instead of rushing towards the end of his speech, he just used strategically the 2 pauses to ensure that he hooks in the audience and he syncs with the audience as well. So, pitch, tone, and pause. Use them strategically next time. Ensure you adopt a grounded pitch when you want to communicate to your audience that you are confident and you know what you are saying. Tone. Ask yourself, how do I want my audience to feel when I communicate the message? And in the third place, don't take pauses as mistakes. Use them strategically to hook in your audience. Thank you.